Hello, my name is Erin Cookston. Thank you for joining me today. We are going to be using 2 blocks for this practice, so make sure that you have those props near your space. And then of course, just make sure that you subscribe to the channel. And after you practice, leave me a comment so that I know you're here. Okay, let's dive in. All right, so have your blocks set up towards the front of your mat and come to lie on your back. Excuse me, sorry. So you come all the way onto your back. And I just want you to take a moment, bring the soles of the feet together, allow the knees to splay open to widen open, and just relax your arms just comfortably at your sides for a moment. And just peel back that first layer by allowing your eyes to stay closed and just allowing your eyes to also rest. So consciously just relaxing all the muscles around the eyes, the forehead, the mask of the face. Relax your jaw. And just take 2 deeper breaths. Settling into quiet for 1 more breath. Very good. So we're going to draw the knees together, and you can keep your eyes closed for now. Just follow along with my voice. Bring your knees into your chest and just rock a couple times from right to left. So it's just like massaging out the low back. So we're going to take it real easy to begin here. And just eventually rocking side to side, making sure your shoulders, your neck are relaxed. Eventually, you're just going to let your legs rock over to the left. And as you do that, stretch your right arm out to the right for a gentle twist. Now take 2 deep breaths. Allow that right shoulder to sink away from the right hip bone. Right shoulder sinks down towards the ground. And then gently we'll come back to center. And you're going to let your legs fall over to the right. Left arm is going to stretch out to the left. And again, you're kind of allowing that left shoulder to kind of move away from that left hip bone. So the left shoulder is dropping down towards the ground. That kind of opens up some length along the left side waist. 1 more nice deep breath. And then bring your legs back to center. Widen through your knees, reach for your feet for happy baby pose. And just take 2 breaths in happy baby. Relax the low belly, relax all the muscles around the ribs. 1 more breath. Very good. So we're going to bring the knees back into the chest. And then I want you to press your legs straight up to the sky, and you're just going to do the best you can with this. So if you want to modify, you can always bend your knees. So if the backs of the legs feel tight, you just bend your knees. Otherwise, keep your legs straight. Interlace your fingers. Bring your hands behind the head so your elbows can widen. Pull your belly button down and in towards your spine to engage the core abdominal muscles, and then pick your upper back up away from the mat. So we're going to do the best we can to keep the elbows wide, to keep the upper back lifted, to keep the head lifted, feet flexed, legs straight unless you're modifying. Now on your next inhale, I want you to lower your left leg down so it just hovers above the mat. And then as you exhale, pick that left leg up to center. Now right leg lowers as you breathe in. Again, feet stay flexed. Exhale, right leg lifts. Back to the left side. Inhale, left leg lowers. Elbows stay wide. Exhale, pick that leg up. Inhale, right leg lowers. and exhale, lift. So we're gonna add on this round. Inhale, left leg lowers. Now this time, exhale, lift your left leg up, squeeze the legs together, curl the pelvis up. Inhale, hips down. Now right leg lowers down and hovers above the mat. And then exhale, lift that right leg up, squeeze the legs together, hips up. Inhale, hips down, left leg down. Exhale, you get that double lift, leg and then hips. Inhale, right leg down. Exhale, right leg lifts, hips lift. One more time each side. Left leg down, breathe in, keep the elbows wide. Exhale, lift, hips up. Inhale, right leg down. Excuse me, Ellie. Exhale, lift, hips up. And then release all the way down. And so just straighten out your legs, stretch your arms up and overhead. Take a nice full deep breath into the low belly. And then we'll bring the knees into the chest. You're gonna rock yourself all the way up and just make your way into downward facing dog pose. So take your time to transition. In downward dog, you wanna ground the hands, shoulders width distance, and of course you want the feet to be hips width distance. And just take a couple of breaths in this first downward dog where you can just kind of settle into this new orientation of the posture. Settle into really feeling the ground, the floor, the yoga mat, support your hands and your feet. Stability through the arms and the legs. And just maybe you can press a little bit more back through the thighs, but just make sure you don't collapse the tummy down. Draw the belly button in towards the spine. Take another deep breath. Awesome. Now inhale, come forward into plank pose. Stack the shoulders directly on top of the wrists and just briefly make sure you're still grounding down evenly through the base of all your fingers. Imagine you're holding like a pencil or a sheet of paper in the outer crease of the armpit. So we want the outer upper arms to hug in to engage and support. And then last two breaths, keep the back of the neck long and widen evenly across your chest and your upper back. One more full breath in. Go to downward facing dog as you exhale. Take another breath. Very good. Now gently walk your feet forward to the top of the mat, feet to the hands. Inhale, arch up with a flat back as you breathe in. Press your legs straight as you arch up. Forward fold, exhale. Twice more. Long breath, flat back. Breathe in. Exhale, folding in. Nice and steady. Inhale, long breath in, long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Flat back, come all the way up to standing. Inhale, arms circle wide as you lift up. Palms to the center of the chest to exhale. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, straight legs. Exhale, ground the hands, step back to plank pose. So one foot at a time, of course. Stack the shoulders on top of the wrists. Check in with the neck, pull the abdominals in and just focus. Breathing deeply, keeping the posture aligned, centered, without being tense, without using too much force here. So you're either going to stay with plank, or you can bring your knees down for a little bit more support, or you're going to pitch your weight forward on your next inhale, and we're going to lower halfway on the exhale. Try to keep the elbows hugging in. Push back up to plank pose as you breathe in, and then we'll all lower down to the tummy on the exhale. So just go all the way down to the belly. Point the toes back, ground the palms flat. Cobra pose as you breathe in, curl the ribs, the chest up. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, curl ribs, chest up. Exhale, release down. Now tuck your toes, firm up your thighs. Push one piece straight up to plank pose as you breathe in. Go to downward facing dog as you breathe out. Now step your feet together as you inhale. Lift your right leg up and back. Go ahead and bend the knee and open up the hip. Take another deep breath. You just do the best you can to keep the weight even through the hands. Now press that right leg straight, square off the hips, take a big breath in, knee to the chest to exhale. Inhale, extend back. Knee to the chest to exhale. Inhale, extend back. Knee to the chest. Stay with me, inhale. Right knee to the right upper arm as you exhale. Inhale, extend back. Right knee to the right upper arm as you exhale. Keep both arms straight. Inhale. Right knee, right upper arm. Inhale, extend back. And then right knee to the left upper arm as you exhale. Inhale, extend back. You can do it. Exhale, right knee, left upper arm. Inhale. Right knee, left upper arm. Inhale, extend up and back. Now step that right foot forward as you exhale. Step your left foot forward, arch up, flat back, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Flat back all the way up to standing. Inhale, circle the arms wide. Palms to center, exhale. Right back in. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back to plank. Again, you're going to choose to either hold plank or you can lower your knees for a little bit more support. Or you're going to pitch your weight forward on your inhale, lower about halfway, elbows in as you exhale, be precise. Back to plank pose, breathe in. Now lower all the way to the tummy, exhale. Cobra pose, breathe in, point the toes back, lift the ribs, the chest up. Exhale, lower. Tuck the toes, push up to plank pose, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Feet together. Inhale, lift your left leg up and open up the hip. Press that left leg straight. Square off your hips. Take another full breath in. Now hug your knee into your chest as you exhale. Keep the back of the neck long. Inhale, extend up and back. Exhale, knee to the chest. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to the chest. Inhale. Left knee, left upper arm, exhale. Inhale, extend. Left knee, left upper arm. Breathe in. Again, left to left. Inhale, stretch it back. Exhale, left knee, right upper arm. Keep the arms straight and strong. Inhale, extend back. Exhale, left knee, right upper arm. Inhale, extend back. One more time, cross it over. Inhale, extend back. Exhale, light step forward. Right foot steps forward. Arch up, breathe in, long spine. Forward fold, breathe out. Now reach back and interlace your fingers behind your back. Widen across the chest. Let the arms lift up and away. And just take a couple of breaths and see if maybe, of course, you're keeping the collarbones, the chest wide. But just see if you can maybe get a little bit more space between the shoulder blades on your upper back. And you might even notice that instantly your neck relaxes a little bit more when you try to do that. One more breath. Good, release the hands, the arms down. Inhale, flat back, straight legs. Exhale, step back to plank. Either hold plank or pitch your weight forward as you breathe in. Again, we're gonna lower halfway on the exhale if you're with me. Return to plank pose, breathe in. Go to downward facing dog as you breathe out. So we're gonna step the feet together. Inhale, lift your right leg up and back. Now step your right foot forward as you exhale. Bring your left knee down. Keep your left toes tucked. Come up for a low lunge. So let the inhale bring you up. And as soon as you come up, just make sure you're kind of instantly drawing the navel in towards the spine, planting firmly through the heel of the right foot, and staying pretty centered through the spinal column and the torso. Steady gaze, back toes are tucked. Just lightly now, lift your back knee up. So we're going right into a high lunge. And we're just gonna hold here for about 3 breaths. So stay deeply bent into that right knee. See if over the course of the hold, you can continue to lengthen your low back and press straight back through the inner left thigh and the heel of the left foot. Relax your neck, relax your jaw. One more breath. Great, now bring your palms together at the center of the chest. Keep the abdominals in. We're gonna lower the torso parallel to the floor. Make sure you press that left leg totally straight. Try to really cinch the outer right hip and thigh in so you stay centered. Back of the neck stays long. Now last inhale, you're gonna reach your arms forward towards the front of the mat. Big breath in. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Once the hands come down, spin your back heel flat. Line up your right heel with the inner arch of the left foot. Come up to warrior 2. So you're really trying to hold on to that engagement, that stability through the outer right hip. Strength through the right leg. Bend deeply into the right knee. And just stay straight and strong through the left leg. And just allow yourself to settle in. Allow yourself to really feel the intensity of the posture without getting so wrapped up in it or kind of blinded by that intensity. So keep things clear, aligned, focused. We're going to take 2 more breaths. Continue to sink weight into the heel of the right foot without changing the legs. On your next inhale, you're going to lengthen over the right thigh. Gently bring your right forearm to your right thigh and just reach your left arm up to the sky. Now keep that right knee tracking in line with the toes of the right foot. Keep firming the top of that right thigh bone in towards center and pull your belly button back so you're really supporting stability through the hips, through the low back. Now top arm, you're going to rotate your left palm back towards the wall that's directly behind you. Rotate that whole left arm back in space. So your left hand is now just going to rest kind of towards the top of that right thigh bone. Now widen across the chest. Turn your ribs, your chest a little bit more to the left and stay deeply bent into that right knee. Straight through the back leg. Take 1 more deep breath. Left arm is going to go back up to the sky. Stay with me. Left arm reaches all the way up and overhead. Strong through that right leg. Lift up to warrior 2. Big breath in. Exhale, windmill the hands all the way down to the ground. Step back to plank pose. Either hold plank stable or inhale, pitch forward. Exhale, lower halfway. Return to plank pose, breathe in. Downward dog, breathe out. Step the feet together. Inhale, lift your left leg up. And exhale, step that left foot forward. So right knee comes down, keep the right toes tucked. Inhale, lift up for a low lunge. And just take a moment. Abdominals in, bend into the left knee, root through the heel of the left foot. Gaze straight ahead. And just lift that back knee up. And if it feels a little bit wobbly, that's okay. It's kind of part of
making these transitions and establishing balance and stability in the body. So just keep, whenever you feel imbalanced, whenever you feel kind of dispersed with your attention, allow the posture to reel you back in. Root through the heel of the left foot. Pull the abdominals in. Keep trying to lengthen the low back and see if as you do that, you can maybe extend through that back leg a little bit more. One more breath. Good, palms together at center. Keep the abdominals in, so we're gonna lower the torso forward, press the back leg straight, keep cinching the outer left hip and thigh in. And then last breath, we're gonna reach the arms forward, inhale. Exhale, hands come down to the ground. Immediately spin the back heel down, line things up. Warrior two, Veer Bajasana 2. So it's a lot of the same engagement, or a similar engagement, I guess I should say, through the outer left hip and the top of the leg. So you're trying to kind of keep that thread of engagement and stability going through these different postures and movements. And that's really good for creating stability through the hips and the low back. See if you can maybe focus on bending a touch deeper into your left knee. And as you do that, just always reaffirm that you're pressing the outer edge of your back foot, your right foot down. Draw the abdominals in. And just take one more breath. Now next inhale, lengthen over the left thigh. Bring your left forearm to the left thigh, right arm up to the sky. And so as soon as you get here, make sure that your left knee stays tracking in line with the toes of the left foot. You're still cinching the top of that left thigh bone in towards the midline and drawing the abdominals in. Now top arm, right arm, you're gonna spin the palm back to face the wall that's directly behind you. Rotate that whole arm back and rest the hand bowed on the top kind of part of that left buttock or thigh. Stay bent into the left knee, strong and steady through the legs. Now widen across the chest. Turn the ribs, the chest a little bit more to the right and keep cinching the abdominals in. 2 deep breaths. Clear and focused, you can do it. 1 more breath. Now right arm gently reaches back up to the sky. Reach it all the way up and overhead. Deep breath. Strong lift up to warrior 2. Big breath in. And then exhale, windmill the hands down. You're going to gently step back to plank pose. Either hold plank or pitch forward, lower halfway on the exhale. Back to plank pose. Breathe in. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. Step your feet together. Lightly hop or step feet to the hands, up to you. Inhale, arch up, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Chair pose, exhale, bend the knees, sit the hips down. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, straight legs. Stay with me. Step back to plank pose as you exhale. Pitch your weight forward as you breathe in. Again, you can always bring the knees down. Lower all the way to your tummy as you exhale. Point your toes back. Firm up the thighs. Lift the ribs, lift the chest for cobra and hold. So imagine as you keep the back of the neck long, you're trying to actually lengthen the center of the chest forward, press the palms flat, and either stay here, or you can choose to transition straight into upward dog. Thighs lift in upward dog. Big breath in, downward facing dog, exhale. Feet together, right leg lifts up, breathe in. Step forward, breathe out. Back heel down, feet hips width distance. Warrior 1, reach your arms forward. Inhale, lift all the way up. Gaze all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands all the way down. Step back to plank. Up to you. Lower halfway or to your tummy. Cobra or upward facing dog as you breathe in. Downward facing dog as you exhale. Take your time. Feet together. Left leg up, breathe in. Exhale, step that left foot forward. Back heel down, warrior one. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, bring the hands right back down. Step back. You can either lower halfway or to your tummy. Cobra or upward dog. And we'll meet in downward dog. 2 breaths. Feet together. Lightly hop or step feet forward. Inhale, arch up. Exhale, fold deeply. All the way up to standing, breathe in. Chair pose, breathe out. Arms reach, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Flat back, breathe in. Step to plank pose, breathe out. Hold, plank or flow through. So never feeling any rush. Just taking your time. We're going to meet in downward dog. Step your feet together. Go ahead and lift your right leg up and back as you breathe in. We're going to step the right foot forward on the exhale. Separate the feet, hips width distance. Stay on the ball mound of your back foot. Pull the abdominals in. Arms forward. And really see if you can use, so we want to feel like we're kind of using the abdominals. We're using all the strength of the outer right hip to help support like the spine, one piece lifting up to a high lunge. So it's a really strong lift. And as soon as you get lifted, maybe a little bend in your back knee helps to encourage length through the low back. It's comfort through the low back. And then eventually maybe you can reduce that bend to the back knee. 2 breaths. Okay, palms together at center. Keep the front leg stable, keep the abdominals in. Lower your torso so it's parallel to the floor. Weight in the heel of the right foot. Lift firmly through the top of your left thigh bone and then gently twist to the right. Left elbow, outer right knee. Turn ribs, chest. And just as you turn, lengthen through the upper spine. Lengthen through the back of the neck. 2 more breaths. Okay, stay with me. We're going to swivel the ribs back to center. Reach the arms forward one last time on this side. Big breath in. Exhale, bring the hands all the way down to the ground. Spin the back heel flat. Warrior 2. You can do it. Lift up. So align that right heel. Inner arch of the left foot. It's familiar. Second time around on this side. And just allow yourself to settle in. Get into all those specific areas of stability that you practice through the alignment of the posture. And just see if you can stay on that course. And breathe consciously. Stay clear. 2 more breaths. Again, we want to keep the back leg straight. We want to keep that right knee tracking in line with the toes of the right foot. Take 1 more breath in. And then exhale, now lengthen right side waist over the right thigh. Once again, bring that right forearm to the right thigh, reach your left arm up. So this time you can either stay like this with the right forearm on the right thigh, or you're going to reach for that block and place the right hand on the block. Left arm is going to go all the way up and overhead. As you lengthen through that left side waist, also try to lengthen through the right side waist. As you lengthen through that right side waist, press your back leg straight and firm the right buttock muscle kind of in towards center, towards the midline. One more breath. Really strong through that right leg. Lift up to warrior two, big old breath in. Exhale, bring the hands all the way down. Quietly, carefully move that block. Step back to plank pose. Hold. Steady. Just kind of let that right leg, right hip adjust, decompress for a moment. Take another breath. And then downward facing dog. Feet together. Pick the left leg up as you breathe in and step the left foot forward. Stay on the ball mound to the back foot. Feet hips width distance. Draw the abdominals in so you're not just resting your torso on that left thigh. Arms forward. And so we're trying to use abdominals, use all of the stabilizing muscles in that left leg to now one piece lift and lengthen you up to a high lunge. And just like the previous side, back knee might have to bend at first so that you're encouraging length through the low back. But then eventually, as the abdominals draw in, as you get more vertical through the spine, you can reduce the bend in that back leg. One more breath. Palms together. Lower the torso parallel to the floor. Back leg straight. Outer left hip in. Spine centered. Big breath in. Twist to the left on the exhale. And as soon as you twist, try to lengthen through the upper spine. Keep lifting up through the top of your top of the right thigh bone, and then hugging in through the top of that left thigh bone. 2 more breaths. Twist a little deeper. 1 more breath. Excellent. So gently unravel. Reach your arms forward. Take another big breath in, and then fingertips down to the mat as you exhale. Back heel down, warrior two, Veer Bajasana 2, lift up. So strong and steady through that left leg. Stay clear and focused. And just give yourself the opportunity to adjust. Try not to expect things to just work out right away. See if you really can put in the work to align the posture, align your attention, align your mind. 1 more breath. Now inhale, lengthen over the left thigh. So at first the left forearm can just come down to the left thigh. If you choose to stay here, great. Otherwise, you're gonna reach for the block. Hand goes to the block on the inside edge of the left foot. Top arm all the way up and overhead. So we're firming the left outer hip in. Pull the abdominals in. And then just see if as you're lengthening that right side waist, you can also lengthen the left side waist and keep the back leg straight. 2 more breaths. Really strong through that left outer hip. Inhale, pick yourself up to warrior two. Exhale, windmill your hands all the way down. Quietly clear that block. Step back to plank pose and hold. Two more breaths. You can feel that kind of warmness through the left leg as the muscles kind of adjust and let go. 1 more breath. Downward dog as you exhale. Step your feet together. Lift high onto the ball mounds of the feet. Last time, hop or step, feet to the hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Up to standing, breathe in. Palms to center, breathe out. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back, straight legs. Exhale, step back to plank. Either hold plank or inhale, pitch forward. Exhale, lower halfway or to your tummy. Cobra or upward dog, big breath in. Downward facing dog, exhale. Take 3 breaths here. Very good. We're going to lower down to the knees and just come all the way down to child's pose. So anchor the buttock bones to the heels and just give yourself a moment to relax. And give yourself a moment to just let the weight of the whole body drop. Let go. Release. Take another breath. Very good. So from here, we're just going to lift up, and I want you to just swing your legs around. And so we're going to return to lie on our backs, but have one of the blocks within an arm's reach. So you're just going to come to lie on your back. And just for a moment, go ahead and draw your knees into your chest. Rock from right to left. Good. And then we're going to place the feet back down on the ground. You're going to reach for the blocks. You have that block in hand. And I want you to just lift your hips, your pelvis up. You're going to slide the block on the flattest level or on the middle level, just right underneath the pelvis. So you're kind of supporting the heaviness of the buttock rather than the curve of the low back. And then once you have your hips kind of comfortable on that block, send your left leg straight down. And as soon as your left leg goes straight down, just take a moment to pay attention to that whole left channel of your body. And we're just kind of encouraging length and space and openness through that whole left side of the body. So breathing with that focus, breathing with that intention. And eventually, we're going to bring the right knee in towards the chest. So if it's accessible, you can reach for that right knee and hug it in. But really, the opportunity and the focus really is the left side of the body. So keep focusing on lengthening through that left channel. All the while, relax your shoulders, relax your neck, relax your jaw. Take another breath. Now gently release the right foot back down, bend your left knee, and then press your right leg straight. And so you're just going to pause here, just like we did on the previous side. So just see if once that right leg goes straight, you can focus on really connecting to that whole right channel of your body. And through this gentle, more restorative posture, we're really trying to encourage more length and space
and interconnection through that whole right channel, that right side. When you're ready, draw the left knee in, maybe reach for it, hug it in. But keeping things clear that it's really about the right side of the body right now, the right leg, the right hip flexor, the low back. Take another breath. Wonderful. Lower the right foot or the left foot down. Bend your right knee. Go ahead and lift your hips up. You're going to lower hips all the way down. Just move that block off to the side of the mat so it's out of your way. And then we'll go ahead and draw the knees into the chest. Feels pretty good. And we'll gently twist one more time. So you're going to let your knees fall to the left. Right arm opens to the right. And just once again, allow your eyes to rest closed. See if you can really let go so the weight of your body completely anchors and grounds down into the mat and the floor and the ground. Like somewhere beneath you, there's ground, earth that's alive. And just when you're ready, we'll come on back to center with the legs and just mosey into the second side. So letting your knees fall to the right. Left arm is going to open out to the left. And it's really allowing, like, this time you have being very close to the floor. It's also an opportunity to be really close to the ground. So just allowing yourself to be grounded. Allowing yourself to connect not just to the surface level, not just to your mat, not just to the floor, not just to your house, not just to your immediate environment, but like somewhere down there, there is living earth, ground. And can you become so relaxed and so at ease in yourself that you open to that kind of deeper connection? Come on back to center. One more time, happy baby pose. Ananda Balasana. And then we're going to let go of the feet. Extend your legs straight down. And just take your time to get comfortable on the ground, just flat out, spread out. Arms and legs heavy, sinking, grounded. Shoulders, hips, heavy, sinking, grounded. And just give yourself a moment to dip your head beneath the surface. To drop into being connected, feeling grounded, and really feeling the inner sense of peace that starts to bubble up from that connection, from that depth. And just let go. fully, completely. We'll take a deep breath. And just wiggle your fingers and your toes. And eventually you'll just shift over onto your side. And just slowly making that transition all the way up to a comfortable seated position. So just take a moment to sit up tall, to sit up comfortably, most important. And to see if you can arrive, just a moment. Again, close your eyes. Bring your full attention into your body, which is to say that you're really bringing your full attention going back into your day and whatever you're moving towards or into. So really harnessing that full attention, harnessing your well-being, your best, most connected sense of self, your truest self. Palms together. And just gently bow your chin to your chest. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I wish you well, take good care, and just make sure you subscribe to the channel, you like the practice, and you leave me a comment. I'll see you next time. Take good care.